everyone! Thanks for tuning into my channel. I'm Kidest, and this is where I share tips, insights, guidance on consciousness evolution, co-creation and manifestation, and anything that will be of value to your personal growth and fulfillment. Now, in this video, I want to touch on concepts you may encounter when you go on that journey of personal development, particularly spiritual growth, personal growth, exploring the evolution of consciousness, the expansion of consciousness, and the like. And that is the idea of repeating patterns, whether you're looking at sort of outdated theories of a fractal universe, which has been, largely debunked or disproven, or you're looking at ideas of memetics and, self-replicating patterns or self-replicating ideas and the like. What I encourage before, jumping onto any theory or theoretical assumptions or hypotheses about the nature of the universe, the nature of self, the nature of mind, what I encourage is a really investigative approach to the ideas, the theories, the hypotheses, the intuitions that you're being presented with. Now, when you look at the cosmos, when you look at yourself, when you look at how life proliferates, how consciousness evolves, what I encourage you to notice is the creativity, the inherent creativity of nature. If no two snowflakes are alike, meaning at that micro scale of creative expression in the snowflake, why would we suppose that in larger scales that the universe, does away with creativity and creative expression and just begins repeating itself? There's this saying, this common saying that says, history repeat itself. It doesn't. It really doesn't. The generation of humans that were here 50 years ago are different from the generation of humans that were here 100 years ago. Education is different. Lifespan is different. Uh, Geographical awareness is different, meaning with every generation, keeping it to human cultures, human societies, with every generation, there is a certain expansion of consciousness to whatever degree. Now we're looking at, the world we're in now, where there is vastly increased global connectivity, where people can communicate regardless of where they are on the planet. People can become aware of what's going on in different parts of the world. People can travel to just about any part of the world and explore the rich diversity that is, part of Earth life. And ideas like fractal universes or memetics, like self-replicating ideas and the like, limit the scope of creativity that is natural to consciousness, to the nature of the universe, to the nature of the human mind itself. So I advise, taking on a curious and investigative nature when it comes to the ideas you encounter on your personal development, spiritual growth journeys. The universe is creative, vastly creative. The mind is creative, vastly creative. It doesn't need to create repeating patterns. It doesn't need to keep repeating the same thing over and over again at different scales. It's quite capable of mind, the universe, evolution, the intelligence of the cosmos, does not need to restrict itself to doing the same thing over and over again. What can be observed, what can be, discerned both in your own experiences as well as, the sort of larger cosmic landscape that we're in, is the creative diversity of what comes into life, what comes into visibility, what comes into fruition at the micro scale and at the macro scale. So I encourage you to notice the creative diversity of life, how it is the differentiated, diverse expressions of consciousness that come together to create unified systems, that create holistic systems, that create homogeneous systems, that create systems that can come together and really work well to create more creativity and creative diversity. So, no two human beings are alike. No two galaxies are alike. No two snowflakes are alike. Even, in human twin set studies, regardless of whether we're looking at, identical twins who have grown in the same home or identical twins who are raised apart, there will be some differences, even at that level of perceived sameness or assumed sameness. So allow for creativity and diversity to be a map of to be a part of your map or your conception of how life unfolds, because that will open up your own creativity for you. That will allow you to source, identify, encounter new ideas, novel approaches. It allows for innovation to be at the root of how you approach your life, how you approach the world, and what you expect in the world as well. So I wanted to share that, that sort of came up for me as I was reviewing some old material, and I was like, hey, you know what? Let's address this because it's useful to look at the nature of consciousness from that capacity of infinite creativity. The same way to look at the universe, the cosmos, and expect to see infinite creativity and full expression. If you enjoyed this tip on deliberate creation, personal development, consciousness evolution, be sure to visit my website for books, courses, and more to help you in your personal development and personal transformation journey.